Hey everybody, it's Tim, High Noons Vinyl, your friendly neighbor good. Neighbor good? Neighbor good. You know what? One take in it. Sorry guys, you get what you pay for today. Your friendly neighborhood vinyl guy. It's RSD, drop one. You know I was out. I actually went in line pretty darn early, and I'm kind of glad I did because the couple of things that I wanted, the shop I went to, Triangle Vinyl, only got one of, so I have a stack here. I'm going to show off what I picked up today. I haven't spun any of these yet, but I did, crack them open so I can kind of show you what these are all about in case you're on the fence and you're catching something in line or ordering. You'll have a sneak peek, I guess. So I did pick up a couple other things for friends, which they know about, and we'll get dispersed later on. So anyway, let's get to the goods. One non-record store day purchase today was Jesus Jones. This is a UK pressing of Doubt. Mega hits. You're talking about International Bright Young Thing right here, right now. Real. Welcome Back Victoria. I mean, stone classic. I always like to try to shop from other parts of the store because the premium that they pay on these RSD stuff, I definitely want to try to support. So Justin had this a couple weeks ago on his wall, still had it, so I made that happen. So I was very happy to pick that up. On to the RSD stuff, no particular order, we're just going to jump in. The only jazz release that I picked up this drop was Quiet Kenny Dorm. This is remastered from Kraft. This is the mono edition. You have Paul Chambers on here. You have Tony Flanagan, Art Taylor. Kevin Gray did the cut on this, and that's kind of what sold me. Not only that this is just kind of hard to find, but it was done in a very MoFi-esque or quality. As you can see, they put it in a MoFi sleeve. It's on that new jazz label. And it's with Kevin Gray cutting it. It just, to me, it made sense. It was the only jazz one that kind of stood out to me. And he only got one copy, so I kind of went early to make sure I got it. So the next one is kind of a twofer, which means I'm kind of spoiling it, telling you what it is. It's the Police 1 and 2 sets. This one is, there was a Police Live CD after the band broke up and went their separate ways. They put out 2 shows. It was a 2-disc. It was Boston in '79 and it was Atlanta in '83. This is essentially that. Comes on some real nice cardstock inner sleeves. This is Volume 1, the 1979 Boston, blue vinyl on that one. Here's your gatefold. So, nice set, done well. I expect this to sound phenomenal. I don't see any reason why they would have deviated from much of the mix on the CDs, which was fantastic. Here's set 2, and we'll dive into that. Let me say my hype stickers stuck to that. I saved them, and that's on delicious red vinyl. So that's the Police. Around like the $30, $33, $34 range. So solid stuff. I just, you know what? I have a complete discography of their studio albums. Wanted those, working on the singles, so, or at least the singles with B-sides, at least I should say. So definitely was a must for me. Next one was a Game Time Decision. I don't know why I didn't just walk in with it in mind, but once I flipped past it, I said, you know what, throw it on there, I'm gonna take it. That's Prince's The Truth. So this is the acoustic album that was in part of the Crystal Ball set. They released it separately, no gatefold, but this is like gold foiling on the cover. So I generally don't leave the shrink wrap on. I may leave it on to keep that protected. We'll see. Comes with a nice little inner. Got all your lyrics, and it actually folds open as well. So black vinyl, nothing special. I will show you the inner. It's a custom inner. Prince is the truth. So there is that one. Next up, one that was on my radar, and it wasn't like I was deep in there. I think I was in with like the first few people that got in, but stuff was already moving quickly and diminished. But I was lucky enough to get this, and that was Donny Hathaway Live. This one, I mean, original presses. Good luck finding them for affordable and clean. And does come in a polyline sleeve, which is nice. It replicates the Yakko label. So definitely glad to have some Donny on wax. Here, I'll mess with that later. A couple more and then we're done. This was another one on my list, The Sword, the 15th anniversary of Age of Winters. No gatefold here, but it is embossed, which is very nice. I don't know if you can kind of see the embossing there. And this one comes, I'll show you the inner, maybe. Got your tiny ass lyrics, picture of the band. And this one comes on, they call it a purple frost vinyl. And it's a real pretty purple. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but we're going to give it a go. I don't know if that smoky frost effect is catching up, but real pretty. And purple's one of my favorite colors, so it was like, oh, I want the album. Oh, and it's on purple wax? You don't say. Well, I guess it should be mine. And then the last one that I picked up, at least for me, which was a almost miss because he didn't get these in until yesterday afternoon, and I was really sweating bullets. So, and that's Soul Slabs Volume 3. What more is there to say about Coal Mine Records? Another 23 songs from their singles collection. As you can see, the gatefold and done in traditional coal mine fashion. Comes in Mo-Fi. The RSD release is on red wax. I do believe that if you miss it, they're going to re-release it later on black. But I like to get the red if I can. I have two on red vinyl as well. So nice and pretty. So Coal Mine Records, especially their singles, you never can go wrong with them. They're just fantastic stuff. So that was my RSD haul. You know, probably went a little harder than I anticipated. There's a couple others I may try to see if I can order that are on my radar. We'll see. I'm not promising myself. It just depends on how jaunty I feel. But it was a great time. Everybody online was real supportive of each other and was like, hey, you know, I'm not getting it. So everybody was real nice and honest about who was getting what. So that I always like that. And the crowd at Triangle Vinyl, I really cannot stress enough, just really looks out for each other and just tries to make it a pleasant event for all. I'm sure some of us dropped a lot of cash, but that's what it's for too. So hopefully you're out and about today and having some fun. Even if you don't buy into the RSD releases, which I understand. I mean, some of this stuff isn't for everybody. Support your local independents. I mean, I went to Triangle Vinyl today. There's also in my area Foundation, which I've talked about a lot, Smart Punk, Remix. Those are some of my favorites in town. Out of town, you have Music and More, which I've talked about a lot. From Kathy from New York, which I have a big update coming from her stuff that I got from her. Another one that's associated with her is Atmosphere Collectibles in Indiana. and that's Ashley and her husband Jerome. I just ordered some stuff from them, so I got that coming up. You know, Billy Hurst, our very own Billy Hurst in Riverbend Records, and Dylan at Noble Records. I mean, these guys, you know, some of them have RSD products, some of them don't, but you know, if you have a record store near you, today's the day to just pop in, say hi, take in the atmosphere, have a little bit of fun, maybe pick out a couple of records and say thanks for all the work that they put in throughout the year, so we can, you know, spend a lot of money and get a lot of awesome records. So with that, I'm going to sign off because I am tired. I need sleep. And then I'm going to go spin some records. So have a wonderful RSD. Looking forward to seeing what everybody gets. Take care. I love you.